Coming back? Oh, no way. That sucks.
Somebody called the timeout?
Yeah, they called timeout, so it's coming back. All right. We're live already.
Nice.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the 8 and 8 week 3 recap and simulcast Monday Night Football. Welcome in.
Double
we got
dose.
Alex and we got Jordan the Commish here. So let's get
Double
into it.
Dose.
That game's about over.
What?
That other game's just about over.
Yeah. I'm putting this on the sleeper thing so they can join or watch.
Perfect. I was going to let us get going, and then I was going to share it so you doing that makes it easy.
Down goes Matthew.
Yeah, that other game's over.
Yeah. Somebody was saying that Cincinnati's hard to watch. I just feel like they can't.
They had been to this point. Yeah. The offense is not clicking. And I mean, a lot of it's Burrow can't move.
Yeah, that first half was weird because he just couldn't. He just was sitting there. He'd snap the ball and would just stand up.
Yeah, and that's how it's been all season so far.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of them you've watched. I know you have Jamar Chase.
Yeah. I mean, Jamar Chase hasn't been anything to write home about, but today's been better. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Right. We have people in the chat. Let's see.
I think this solidifies my win against Bill, thank goodness. Because A.J. Brown was looking kind of scary there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, dude,
I'm like, please don't get in the end zone. Please.
That was getting there. I knew I was going to be all right playing A.J., Kenneth Walker, or Kenneth Gainwell, and fucking Tyler Boyd. Nothing to worry about. Imagine Tyler Boyd drops another 20 on me, though. Could happen.
It could, dude. The way this season is going, I mean, in another league, I had Devontae Adams and Raheem Mostert against me, so it doesn't feel good.
That's rough.
And Tyreek Hill.
So I'm in a dynasty league, and it's a 10-team dynasty best ball PPR. So best ball just means that every week your best lineup possible is going to play.
Okay. So you don't sub people out? Is that what
correct. So gotcha. You just have your whole roster, and then it just auto plays whatever your optimal lineup is.
Okay, got it.
So the lineup setup though is quarterback, 2 running back, 3 receiver, tight end, super flex. So you can have quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, kicker, and defense.
Okay.
I'll get the boring stuff out of the way. His tight end is Gerald Everett. His defense was the Saints. Gerald Everett put up 9. The Saints put up 10. His kicker is Seattle's kicker. He put up 18.
It's not Myers anymore?
It is Myers, yeah.
Myers.
Yep. He put up 18. And so far I've said that in order of his lowest points on the entire roster. So his super flex quarterback was Lamar Jackson. He put up 28.18.
Yeah, he started off bad, but yeah, he put together a good.
He had 2 fumbles, 200 yards, and 100 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. I watched that whole game.
His starting quarterback was Tua.
Okay.
Who had 309 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Without playing a quarter.
And 28.36 points. So each of his quarterbacks put up 28.
Mm-hmm.
His receivers were Tyreek Hill, Adam
God.
Thielen, and Keenan Allen.
Thielen had a good game. And
Thielen put up 30.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Tyreek Hill put up 30. Keenan Allen put up 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I'm not done. His running backs were Kenneth Walker and Raheem Mostert. Kenneth Walker put up 30 and Mostert put up 45. He beat 110.
There was a tweet that was like, somebody this week went up against Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams,
Dude,
Keenan
I saw
Allen.
somebody that played an entire fucking roster of Dolphins, and they put up 205
Even with or without Jalen Waddle.
without Waddle. Waddle didn't play,
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
did
they
they put
played
Waddle in
Chosen.
there? Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, because like even is it a Shane? Is that how I say his name?
A chain, yeah.
A Chain. Like he put up monster
He had
numbers.
4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Insane. All right, well, let's go through a quick recap of our league. We
yeah,
don't need to
man.
go through week 2 just because we all know it was a rough week for everybody. Not everybody was
0.44.
happy after that, especially after a 1.5 point loss the week before.
Dude,
Um,
the only thing I will say about last weekend is it was an emotional roller coaster for me. Sunday to Monday, I I honestly slept Monday as soon as I got home from work and Tuesday because
yeah,
I needed to recover mentally from it. So
from how incredible Sunday was, and then
to how
how
bad
awful
Monday
Monday
was,
was, and how
exactly.
bad Sunday started out.
Yes.
Because
Oh my
That
goodness.
Sunday started out really bad for you for the
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah.
They
I mean
recovered, but
Thursday was no better, but I mean that was expected.
yeah. All right. Well, for the week 2 recap or week 3 recap rather, then we'll go through. We've got basically decided here. Um, unless Tutu decides to go off for another 40 points, which he could, but I doubt it. We've got Bayou Bandit beating four-time champ. Four-time champs team just really can't stay healthy. It's falling apart. It's 124.88 to 83.34 right now.
Yeah.
He lost Mike Williams for the season after he put
There's
up
a lot of
25, so
injuries. There's a
that's
lot of
tough.
injuries for Robe. Good lord, I didn't realize it until just now, but wow, that's a lot of injuries for him. I
Yeah,
feel
on
so
his
bad.
bench, he's got Saquon, who is out this week, Anthony Richardson, who is out this week, Cooper Kupp, who's still on IR, Brandon Ayuk, who was out this week, and Jonathan Taylor's in his reserve. He actually picked up River Craycraft this week, didn't end up getting to play him, and had to drop him right away, but he also got hurt during that game, and he will be out going forward.
Oh man, and then he has Mike Williams, dude.
Yeah, and Mike Williams tore his ACL in that Vikings game, so he will be done for the year. There goes my secret weapon against Joaquin yearly.
You would have traded for him, I already know.
I
So
was planning on it, actually. I was going to try and sell high on Keenan and find some way to get Mike Williams in a side deal after. That was
I
my
think
plan.
that's I think
But
that's a
now
perfect.
it's all Keenan, and I have Quentin Johnston in the wind, so we're good.
I was in a dude. I was looking at who had Quentin Johnson. I forgot that it was you. Once I saw it, I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, that's going to be good for Jordan going forward.
Yeah, it checks out. As far as I mean, we can get into my matchup because I'm going to beat the shit out of AJ. I'm currently up 161.36 to 136.04. He still has Tyler Boyd, but he's not doing anything as Joe Burrow gets sacked, or maybe he got it off, but he got slammed
Got
in
it
the
off
ground by Aaron
barely,
Donald.
I think.
Um, but I beat him, and it's because of Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, as we alluded to before. In our league, Keenan Allen put up 46.46, and I paired it with Herbert, who just got robbed of that touchdown from Keenan. Keenan just takes it himself or allows Herbert to do what he does, throw TDs, helps
Mhm.
Herbert a little bit. But in 4-point quarterback leagues, Herbert's the number one quarterback in fantasy right now, so everyone can suck my fucking dick about Justin Herbert. And I'm going to keep winning.
Uh,
And that's where we're at.
Jordan, my question for you about your team
Mm-hmm.
is: do you think that this is Madison's backfield or Akers' backfield when he's ready to play?
Ooh. So the interesting thing is that Madison had a good game this week. Like
He had a
Madison
great
had
game.
20 carries for 93 yards, 5 catches on 7 targets. He should have had a touchdown if Kirk doesn't get hit getting that ball off. Um, he also should have fucking had a handful of fumbles that would have fucked his job up for the future. But they got called back, so we got lucky there. I think it'll be a mix, though. I think that's the plan, and I thought that bringing Cam Akers was going to help the team itself, just because it'll give a little more respect to the pass. Like I don't
Yeah,
think, like I think Madison's capable of doing it, but I don't think defenses respect him at all.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like that's what I'm thinking is like, okay, we know your record, and
Oh God.
despite your record, like the Vikings record, I mean, like despite your record, you guys have one of the most well-rounded teams in the
And we have a
NFL, in my
winnable
opinion.
division, unfortunately,
100%, 100%.
which
Like
is
I know
shitty.
right now it's the Lions division to lose, but that could
Hmm.
change very quickly. And
I mean, shit, the
like,
Packers could steal that division with the way Jordan Love's playing.
true, 100%. So, but my thinking is that everyone's gonna gotta get a piece of the pie, including Addison, including KJ Osborne, not just Jettas.
Hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see. We're only 3 weeks in, so week 4 and moving forward, how that works out for the Vikings. I mean, 0-3 sucks. Believe me, I get it, but at the same time, there's a lot of reason not to panic.
Yeah, no, I get you. I I need to see change quickly with that team, to be honest, as far as the Vikings go. Like, the biggest concern I have right now is that I heard people talk about we should trade Kirk to the Jets,
You don't hate the idea. It sounds
and
like.
I kind of get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of get it.
Mm-hmm.
We already gave up on the fact that we're not going to re-sign him for next year. If that's the case, then, like, we're 0-3. What stops us?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it's not a terrible idea,
The thing I heard
but
today was,
ooh, touchdown Mixon.
yep, touchdown Joe Mixon. It's interesting. The thing I heard today about the situation was Schefter doesn't think it's going to happen right now, but if 2, 3 weeks go by and the Vikings aren't looking any better and the Jets are still in a precarious situation with Zach Wilson, why not?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
The
I
only
mean,
thing is, like, what's Kirk worth?
it's not a terrible idea. I just again,
It just means you're punting on the year for sure because you can't
100%.
you can't
That's
have the backups that are on the roster right now start football games. Those are not starting quarterbacks.
100%. Unless Kyler Murray miraculously makes a recovery and you guys like get him somehow.
Like, genuinely, I would start Zach Wilson over either of the quarterbacks on my roster after Kirk. So it's
Mm,
like that's not an option.
yeah. Okay. Well, moving on. I mean, hey, AJ still had a great day, a great weekend. Had Kenneth Walker, had James Conner, who ran all over the Dallas Cowboys. Smart plays starting Marcus Brown. So, you know, AJ, despite getting the loss, looks good. Hopefully, he can repeat that next week and maybe sneak out a win. He'll go to 1-2, but could be 2-2 next week.
You should get Waddle back next week. Maybe Justice Hill comes back next week after seeing how Gus Edwards left with a concussion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Ravens running
Um,
back room is mighty empty right now. It's Melvin Gordon the third
he's got
and
yeah,
someone else.
he's got positive signs though from the running backs,
Yeah.
and then
All right.
obviously Travis Swifty.
Oh yes, he does. Travis Swifty. My goodness, what a Sunday. Which one's the next one, bud?
Moving on is going to be oh, the fucking powerhouse of this league. Dick him down, dollar beat can't guard him.
Man, Noah's 2-0 run ends at 2-0. I feel bad, but at the same time, I
He got the shit smacked out of him too
he
to leave
did.
his 2-0.
He really did. Man, is anyone going to be able to take him down? Because I'm not too sure, man. He's
You want
got
to know the craziest part about this week?
hmm,
He put up that 188, and this motherfucker has Devon A-Chain on his bench,
yeah,
who put up 51 on his fucking bench.
yeah. So take him down could have had easily 200 points
And
plus
there was
if he.
easily an argument to make to play him over McKinnon or over Sanders. You could have easily made that argument.
Oh yeah, or even Pittman. Like, why not play him over Pittman?
Oh yeah, in that flex spot. Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
You can easily make that case.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, oh, he could have played him here, and he
And that's
gets
another
way over
35
300.
points. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's another 35 points on this. That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, despite, I mean, hey, Noah...
He could have doubled up Noah with one move.
He could have. Still, Devontae Adams, solid game last night.
Huge game from Devontae.
I know that he was very critical of the Raiders afterwards, but he still put up numbers, and at the end of the day in fantasy football, that's really what matters.
Yeah, I think he also was really happy to see the 9 targets that Michael Thomas got. Obviously, he's not thrilled to see Derek Carr go out and get hurt, and I think that's why the targets seem to slow down. But I'm sure he liked seeing that action still going there.
Yeah. And I think the thought process is that Austin Eckler could come back next week. Not 100% certain on that, but he could.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it says that he could return next week.
I heard Brandon Staley say when he was asked, he said that'll be something to look at the next couple of weeks. That's what I heard. Was that he said next couple of weeks, and that was kind of an alarming way of phrasing that.
That's such like...
But I think their bye is coming up, so I think they're one of the first buys, so it might make kind of sense for them to bench him through that.
They do have a week 5 bye, so it might just make sense to not play him against the Raiders and just have him come back week 6.
Big deep catch.
Ooh.
I might have put him over the over-under that I had him at, and that's not good for me. Yep, that fucked me. God damn it, on one fucking catch. Oh, well. Gambling's bad, people.
Noah still had Damian Pierce on the bench, which I would have started him, and then Romeo Doubs, who had a solid game.
You just threw a pick.
Yeah.
You couldn't have thrown that pick before you throw it fucking for 46 yards to Van Jefferson?
The Bengals D coming up clutch, man.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. There's still another quarter left in this game.
Yeah, it's a long game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, not great from Noah. But that leaves me at 2-0, Dick 'em Down Dollar at 2-0, and Bayou Bandit at 2-0 as the last 3 unbeaten teams.
Crazy
where
that
do you want to go next?
League. Let's see. We already talked about yours. We got 1, 2. Let's go to Ramrod. Let's go to a team that is gonna go to 0-3. Ramrod, and then this team is the Pits. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, the next 3 matchups include teams that will be going 0-3. So the first 3 were 3-0s, and now we've got the 0-3s. That's rough. Mm-hmm. So we'll go into Ramrod. We've got the Jeffersons, and this team is the Pits. The Jeffersons put up 128.62. This team is the Pits, put up 131.8. The worst part of this matchup is at 6:42 local time. That's fucked up. At 6:42, the Jeffersons had 131.62, and they were down by 0.18. And they finished with 128.62 and lost by 3.
If only the Philly.
So they were right there.
One more pick. My goodness. Yeah. Still though, I mean, hats off to the team as the Pits to start. I don't know. I mean, Buffalo defense only gave up 3 points. Excuse me, putting up 33 by themselves. Yeah, and honestly, biggest thing for me, I thought after the week that he had last week that Breece Hall was going to get more looks there for the Jets, and it just didn't happen for the Jeffersons, which unfortunate, but there is a share back there in the for the Jets. And I don't mean last week, because last week was Dallas. It was bad. I mean, week 1 against Buffalo, Breece Hall looked really, really good.
Yeah, no, I get you. Exciting to see Jefferson obviously on pace to have 2,600 yards this year. That'll be something that he'll always be happy about, regardless of how the team does.
Man, I held my breath when he went down with something. I know that it wasn't anything serious, and
it was cramps. He just
Hmm.
cramped.
Yeah.
You could tell as soon as he went down too, though. As
Yeah.
the trainers got there, they immediately just gave him water, and you could see they were messing with his feet. And we were like, "Oh, if they're touching his feet like that and just
Hmm.
moving him, they're just stretching him out. He just has cramps. He's
Yeah.
fine."
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Uh, I don't
Sorry,
love that.
Jordan. I'm
Cramps are
looking
something that
here.
should be handled during the week.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking
seen the
here
chat asking
at the
about that
chat.
Caleb Williams thing?
Yes. Go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah, I would love it. I would love Caleb Williams. After week one, I decided to post a Caleb Williams Vikings jersey because I knew it was coming. Last week, I think I was on the Shador Sanders to Minnesota train when we lost to the Eagles. And then Sunday when we lost, I posted "Bring me Quinn Ewers" because I would love
You
that.
love Quinn
Any of those
Ewers.
three quarterbacks would actually be fantastic in Vikings
You
jerseys.
you are a
Caleb
big fan
Williams,
of
Shador Sanders, Quinn Ewers, any of them would be fucking fantastic Vikings.
Oh man, you and your love for Quinn. I love it. But yeah, go.
But nice for Simon as far as getting that win over Ramrod. Something I want to note. He is last year I got a lot of heat for labeling a certain team the worst certain number of win team I'd ever seen in my life. And I kept just attacking Asian Massage every week with this is the worst certain win team I've ever seen. This is the worst 2-win team I've ever seen in my fucking life. I cannot believe Simon's 2-1. I still am going to stand by. He has the worst roster in the league, and it's not close. He got really lucky with that Tank Dell pickup, and he's got Thielen just scoured away on his bench, but it's not going to matter. The rest of his team is dog shit.
Yeah, what a start
Uh,
by what a thought of starting Tony Jones. I didn't think that would be much of a start this week, but get some 9.2 points. Um,
I mean,
to
did you see what Tony Jones put up last week
oh
before he
yeah,
picked him up?
2 touchdowns, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
exactly.
So yeah, if I'm being honest with you, yes, I agree with you that he is probably the worst 2-win team outside of Stephon Diggs. I don't feel really confident in any of these guys.
Correct.
Purdy's been putting up solid numbers, and for the matchups that he's having, it makes total sense. Yeah, we thought that Pittsburgh's defense was going to be better. I think put
Hmm.
put up 2 touchdowns, and last week against the Rams, or excuse me, week 2 against the Rams, he didn't do anything fantastic. But Purdy's been serviceable. I think is the best way to put it. Other than that, I think it's time that we all punt on Kyle Pitts because that team isn't fantastic,
They're
and
not throwing the ball.
they're not throwing the ball.
That's for damn sure.
It's Bijan, Tyler Algier, Cordell Patterson when he's healthy, and
Yeah.
whoever else wants to get the ball, maybe Drake London, but Kyle Pitts is
Yeah,
not
but
getting the ball.
don't throw the ball with Desmond Ritter. That shit show is not good.
Exactly. You can't put your faith in Jacoby Myers. Nuke, as much as I love him on a personal standpoint, is just old. You know, he's got like a Steve Smith senior role on the
He's always
Titans.
been somebody that can make greatness out of bad quarterback situations, and I don't think that's possible right now with Tannehill.
Exactly, exactly. So, yes, I agree with you. They're probably the worst 2-1 team. They are definitely the worst 2-1 team in our league. But at the same time, he's making it work. He's got a better record than I do. So,
We'll see. I mean, that doesn't take much. That's more of a manager error than that's a team being good.
true, true. We can
All
leave
right.
my
Well,
matchup for last, and we can
no,
talk
yeah,
about
that's the worst
Joaquin.
one since that's the toilet bowl.
Hmm.
But we'll talk about Field of Dreams versus So Big It Hurts. 121.76 to 136.26. Joaquin just rolling through right now, unless Calvin Williams ends up popping off in the second half. I think we're going to be looking at Joaquin being 2-1 and Field of Dreams being 0-3.
Yeah, and he's still got Joe Mixon and T Higgins playing, so they could also still
Yeah,
do something.
yep. They can still fend off that Kyron Williams pop off just in case. He's up
Hmm.
15 right now. Um, what do you do with Justin Fields? Do you have him in any leagues?
I do. I have him in a couple of one league actually. I benched him this week.
Yeah.
I said no, thank you. I started
Who'd you play?
Jared Goff over
Golf.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
makes sense.
I played Jared Goff, and I mean this week against who are the Broncos. I mean it might be a play against the Broncos, but I just don't feel good about Justin Fields. I know that the his the soundbite of him saying, "Oh, it's coaching," and it's not coaching in my opinion. I think for him, it's him getting used to the coaching and them being, "Hey, like we got it." Wow, he doinked that.
He
Sorry,
made it though.
yeah, he made it. Um,
Doinked in.
yeah, the him getting used to the new coaching is what he's probably talking about there. But
Mm.
even at that, Justin Fields just doesn't look right so far. Not what you saw last year out of him. So yeah, I just won't play him until I feel more comfortable with his role as a quarterback there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. I think if there's any opportunity to play him, obviously it's next week against that terrible Denver defense, but that also could be a huge opportunity for Denver to bounce back after giving up a 70 burger. Like this, what better team to go beat up on than Justin
Mhm.
Fields and the Bears? You know what I mean? Like both sides of that coin is a shit fest. So
Yeah,
not
and
looking forward to that game in anything.
if you're looking at the Bears schedule going forward, I mean they play not below average defenses. They play Denver, at Washington, Minnesota, uh, Raiders, Chargers, and then the probably the first like really tough one is at New Orleans. So
Yeah.
that might be a play going forward, but we're gonna. I think this game this week against Denver is going to tell you whether you can play him for the next 4 games against
Yeah,
those
absolutely.
mediocre defenses.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. As far as Joaquin's team goes, huge week from Tua, obviously. McCaffrey consistently going to get you that 20 burger. Mike Evans had a good game, 17. He's been good so far this season, just consistently in that double digits, like upper double digit number.
Mm-hmm.
And then uh, bench wise, decent team. Like he's the better 2-1 team of the two that we have. Not great, obviously, but definitely the better of the two.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Reminder in the comments we've got reminder that Paul took Fields in the first round. That is
Man,
a
is that
very good
true?
point. It also makes me think, yeah, it is. Remember,
Oh, the
where because
seventh
he was
overall
on
pick.
auto pick
Oh, he was. You're
and
right.
he
You're right.
had
You're right.
saved it into his queue.
You're
Um,
100% right.
that's crazy, actually. I remember though that I had tweeted after the first week of preseason when DJ Moore had those 3 catches for like 3 touchdowns or whatever the fuck it was. That crazy pop off that they started with, or it wasn't even DJ Moore that had all of it. He had the first one on the screen, and then he threw it to Khalil Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
But he had the crazy start to preseason off 3 bullshit non touchdown or like non deep throws, and everyone was on his dick as far as the ADP went, and I knew not to touch it.
Yeah,
And then Paul
yeah.
goes out and takes him round one. That's crazy.
The craziest thing about the Bears is we thought that they were like the what is it, the Lions of last year. I feel like at the right around this time last year, everyone thought, oh, the Lions are going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions are going to be better, and I feel like we got told the same story with the Bears this year. Oh, the Bears are going to be better. The Bears are going to be better. So far hasn't been the case, but I mean, still very early in the season. Not saying they can't turn it around, but the Bears do not look good, especially with all their issues that they're having with like Alan Williams and the FBI rating
Or getting
places.
their lawnmowers stolen the next day.
Yeah, the 100K
That's
worth of
crazy.
equipment. Like, how does that happen,
That's
man?
nuts. Yeah, that's
Absolutely wild.
it's all back in Chicago. I don't want anything to do with any of that situation.
My favorite nickname for Chicago is Chirac. So that's just me.
That's your favorite nickname for Chicago. That's hilarious. Um, all right, we'll get into the toilet bowl matchup. We had Jerry's
Yeah.
Glory Hole versus .44. Currently, you're beating him by 24 points. He's still got Joe Burrow, but it's not going to matter because you have Jamar Chase. So while Burrow has 9.44, Jamar Chase has 24. So you're smacking the shit out of him with his own dick.
Yes.
So yeah, there's that. He had Zach Moss put up a good game, 22.5. Isaiah Pacheco, 15.8. AJ Brown, a nice game of 22. He had good weeks from good players. He just didn't get it done. His bench is a bunch of garbage, and then Sam Laporta. So we'll see kind of what happens there. But
I was surprised to see that Josh Reynolds didn't get one play, but he played. I mean, he was in on 77% of snaps. He just didn't get anything thrown his way.
yeah, I mean, him not getting targeted was interesting. I think it'll be something to really watch going forward, especially because they'll be getting Jameson Williams back after week 6. So him not being targeted now is definitely going to be a concern going forward if they're already weaning off of him. They have another guy coming in the wind.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, and Addison had me scared very late into this game because he had like no points going to the third and fourth quarter, and I was like, "Oh man, I shouldn't have played Addison. I shouldn't have played Addison." But after his first 2 weeks, I felt like he's a must start, man. Like he's just been playing really, really well and doing something with what he's been getting thrown at by Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really disrespectful of you to play Addison in the wide receiver 2 slot instead of in the flex and put Metcalf in that 2 spot.
The
But that's me.
the reason for that is because Metcalf going into Sunday was questionable, and I didn't
Mm,
know if he was going to play. So I
mm,
did that in case I needed to do a hot swap, and I could do that.
gotcha. That makes sense, I guess. Your bench
Yeah.
looks like a bunch of dog shit also.
Yes, yes, it
And
does.
Kirk
Jalen.
Cousins. So his bench is a bunch of dog shit in Sam Laporta. You've got a bunch of dog shit in Kirk Cousins.
Hey! Higby's not dog shit. Okay, Higby's good.
Higby has 9 points right now, and I think that's his high on the season.
Indeed, it is.
That's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
So it's tough for you. It's
Yeah,
hard out here.
yeah. Well, this is a tough league, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm 3-0, so it's not that hard. I don't know who you're kidding out here.
Oh man. Yeah, that's you're right about that. I guess we're both on very different ends of the spectrum in this league.
Which is typically how it goes.
Very, very typically how
Wait
it
till
goes.
we get to week 13 though, and then I find a way to stumble my way out of the playoffs on live stream.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because Tampa was playing on Monday night again,
Yeah, I was thinking about it
and
too. Especially as soon as I
that.
saw Rashad White run on the field, I was like, "There's no way I'm fucking
Why is
simulcasting during
Rashad
that
White on
game."
the field?
Yeah, there's no way I'm simulcasting during that game.
Oh man.
I wouldn't let him do that to me. Thank God that game didn't mean anything to me.
Oh man. Oh dude, this is
Well,
still
that's
isn't even the fourth quarter. My goodness.
is it really not?
No,
This is
there's
still the
still
end of the
30
third.
seconds left in the third.
Oh shit!
And it's
Good
just been a
for us.
change of possession, so the
Well,
clock stopped.
that'll mean that. Ooh, how are the rankings going to work out? So I was up by less than 10.
I think it depends on
Okay.
points for, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be. Ooh, that's a big difference. So Dick 'em Down Dollar is going to be in first. Bayou Bandit's going to be in second. And I'm going to be in third. There's a chance that I might be in second. He might be in third. Not positive on that, just because I didn't do that quick math off top. Fourth place will be. Let's see. How did Noah do compared to the rest? Okay, so it's going to be Joaquin, and then it's going to be. This team is the Pits, and then it's going to be Can't Guard them as far as the 2-1s go.
I think I'm gonna
The
say
one
ninth,
and
aren't I?
twos. Do we have any one and twos? Oh yeah, we've got
Yeah.
Glitchy Glitch at 1 and 2, and you at 1 and 2. So I think you will. No, he'll stay at 8th. Or no, no,
And
no.
I'll
Will you
go.
jump him? You put up more points. Yeah, and you had more
No, he
points
has
last
more
week, so you will
points.
jump him. No, you'll
Oh,
jump
okay,
him.
gotcha. Oh, okay.
You have
Okay, so I'll
144
be
and he
eighth.
has 136, and then you had more points prior because he had
Okay.
219 going into this week, and you had 248 going into this week. You just
Okay.
hadn't had a win yet. So you will
Yes.
go to 8th. Glitchy Glitchy will be 9th. And then it will be Ramrod in 10th. Paul the Esquires in 11th. And Big Bad at Fantasy in last place.
Is
Bills
that
Orpheus.
okay? Um, Jordan, one thing outside of me and Ramrod, we've all
Mm-hmm.
used our FAB money. How do you like the system so far? 3 weeks in.
Yes, that's been a very interesting process. Something that was expected was people would go ham on things that I don't think were necessary. I don't think anybody expected Kareem Hunt to go for $85. I'll tell you that right now.
True.
Um, but it's been fun to watch it, especially because I didn't really know who would be the ones to overreact with the money, and it seems that AJ and Bill and Simon really like to spend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really interesting because I think it's a nice little hiccup in terms of how players are getting acquired and stuff. I think I really liked it, even though I have not used my money yet, especially after Jordan pointing out the inconsistencies in my bench. This might be the week that I start, spending a little bit of cash and thinking, hey, who's a viable pickup for
You
myself?
know what I think you should do?
Mm,
I think you should
trade you.
revisit the trade negotiations that we were having. I think that we were in a good situation with that offer, and we could make something happen with some new offers.
Alrighty. Well,
Because I think I'm
maybe that
3-0,
works.
and I only want one particular player from you that's clearly not helping you win any games. So we can figure something out, I'm sure, after we get off of here. But that'll get handled. I'm sure there's a couple other teams that would like to hear some offers from either of us as well.
Yeah.
I
There
think
hasn't been any
our
trades this
league
week.
needs some more. We need some more trades going. I think that people are scared. I think people just don't want to be outsmarted, and I think that's stupid. Let's get it going.
Man, there's been also just so many injuries.
That's
Like,
the thing is like you got to fucking shake and move. Got to
mhm,
be prepared for that.
yeah.
Like the biggest thing with Noah's team is if you
Hmm.
look at Noah's team, his team is all backups. Like it's either starters or the backup for those starters. He's got like 3 or 4 different handcuff situations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's
Again,
got
outside of,
Mixon, or he's got Eckler and Kelly. He's got uh, Rashad White, and he doesn't anymore, but he had um, Sean Tucker. He has
mhm,
Kendre Miller and Taysom Hill.
mhm.
He has Roshan Johnson and Khalil Herbert.
He's got Josh Kelly, which once Eckler comes back, I mean, he's got both of them, but still.
That's the point. Is like he has the handcuff. Like he has
Yeah.
all of the fucking handcuffs all the way down.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. There's just,
It's tough.
I have a lot of faith in Dame Pierce because of the year he had last year, and he performed really well for me as a
Me
rookie.
too.
But the Noah sees him differently, apparently. So I
Yeah, but
think
you know
he's
what
just
they say.
been
He's 2-0. He's 2-1, and you don't have a win. So what do you know?
100%. But CJ Stroud is looking good there for the
No, but he got his
Texans.
ass kicked, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Can you imagine if he didn't play Devontae Adams? How bad that would have been.
it would have been astronomically high.
Because
He
Devontae
doesn't
Adams, I'm
score
pretty
100
sure, was
points.
questionable going into the week, and like people
Mm-hmm.
were worried about it. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been real bad.
And we know how you feel about people that don't score 100 points in your league.
Oh, it's pathetic. We didn't even
Robe.
address it with the champion, just because I feel like it's.
You're giving him
I don't
you're
even
giving him some
know
grace. You're
what's.
giving him some grace.
Nah, it's not even that. It's I'm scared to fuck with the juju. You know what I mean?
Fair.
It's like there's a certain leave it the fuck alone, don't poke the bear,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna continue with that, and that's how
Here I
I'm handling
was
this season.
here
Is
I
don't
was
fucking
thinking
poke the bear.
you were growing up a little bit and giving him some kindness, and that was not the case.
No, I just don't want to lose, so I'm not poking the bear.
You know, there's going to be some collusion. He's going to hit up Joaquin and be like, "Hey, give me your best two players. I play Jordan this week. I'll give them right back on Tuesday. I just need them for this week."
I play Joaquin this week. That's gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Donald is okay. Never mind. He's up. He's up.
No, he was joking. I thought that too at first. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
looked away for so long, as I was watching Aaron Donald like flop on his back.
Mm-hmm. He's made a nice comeback so far. The first couple of games, he's scary again.
Yeah,
I don't feel like
he's
he was
been
scary
really
last year.
active. I agree, and I think it's interesting because like he's really the only name on this defense that I think anyone knows,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
Yeah,
playing good football.
true, true.
Hmm.
I know the what's the linebacker? I don't even know if he's on the team anymore. The Asian dude that went to Washington. That's the only other guy I know on the Rams on defense.
Uh,
Sean
I don't
something.
know his name. I remember him. I don't know his name off top.
Taylor Rapp. I'm so off. What the heck?
I love that you said Lee.
I'm like Sean Lee was the linebacker for the Cowboys. That is not the same guy.
Who the fuck is that? Jesus, we're all trash.
What happened?
Just looking at the leaders
Oh,
through week 3, seeing who's
gotcha.
available. You have the best quarterback in the league through week 3.
Are you talking about Kirk Cousins?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm trying to trade him, but
Why
nobody
haven't you
wants him.
started him? Why don't you start him?
I haven't started him only because I thought that Josh Allen would do better against
Josh Allen
Washington.
is the 8th best quarterback so far this year.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a move next week.
You know Josh Allen's problem?
Hmm.
He's Oregon in its hay. He's Marcus Mariota in his hay. They put up a 40 burger by half. He's going to the bench for the second half, dog.
Yeah, true.
And if
But they
they
got
don't
Miami
put
this
up a
week,
40
though.
burger by if they don't put up a 40 burger by half, it's because he's had a couple of turnovers and he made you uncomfortable.
Yeah, they got
That's
Miami
how
this
Mariota
weekend, and
was.
I'm probably going to play Kirk because I don't. Miami's defense scares me.
Yeah, and the Vikings get Carolina. So
Yeah, I don't even know anyone on Carolina's defense.
are you fucking serious? Brian
What?
Burns, Jeremy Chin. He threw a pick. Joe Burrow threw a pick. That's
Oh
what.
my gosh!
You know who the number 2 quarterback through 3 weeks is?
Justin Herbert.
You're fucking right. It is. Unreal.
Justin Herbert is so good, dude.
This is so stupid. Kirk already has 1,000 yards on the season. Kirk has 1,075 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. Herbert
Wow.
has 939 yards, 6 touchdowns, no picks. And also 8 rushes for 28 yards and a rushing touchdown.
You imagine if that Vikings Chargers game is like week 15, how cool that would have been.
What a great game.
Yeah.
Week 3 when they're fucking 0-2.
When they're both 0-2. Yeah, like yeah,
That would have been an incredible game week 15.
we needed that game later in the season, not right now. Despite great game to watch. Super exciting. Exactly what it needed to be.
Ugh,
But
no, it wasn't. Such
I
dog
mean,
shit.
yes. For you.
Clock it! Jesus Christ. You just got me fired up. I don't even want to talk about it. Don't talk about the Vikings. We're not talking about that game. I'm not getting into that. Let's preview next week. I'm not talking about that fucking game. I just want to yell clock it right now, and I can't do that. It's bad. Week 4. All right. So it looks like you will be playing the defending champion coming off of his second loss of the season. You will be looking to get your first win of the year.
No, I'm gonna have my first win this week.
Oh, you're right. You guys will have the same record going into that. You're looking to overtake him this week. Let's do it. You gonna talk some shit?
As much
after
as
you
I
get trades
respectfully
done.
can.
You don't want to talk shit until after you get trades done. That makes sense.
After I handcuff him.
After you unload Kirk Cousins to the Vikings fans. Yeah, that makes sense.
I tried to, man. I tried to. Nobody wanted him.
I know.
Well,
I know. I'm kind of excited to see this Toy Story version of football, by the way. I think
this was made for us. As bad as it sounds, it was made for us. It wasn't made for kids.
Which is going to be really sad because there's going to be a lot of bars that are going to be watching that version.
Yeah. Toy Story Trevor Lawrence, though, looks funny.
That's going to end up being a really bad football game, and they're not going to know how to sell it. Because the Jaguars have looked fucking
the Toy Story
awful.
game couldn't be Vikings Chargers. It had to be Falcons Jaguars.
That wouldn't have been better because I wouldn't have wanted to see Woody celebrating after fucking pick gets dropped into a touchdown. Like, I would have lost my mind. Don't talk about that game, Alex. God damn it. We're talking about next week, you fucking asshole. You're going to play Robe, the defending champion, next week. We've got Field of Dreams. We'll be playing Can't Guard 'em. Big question about that week is, will Field of Dreams be playing Justin Fields? Will they move on? It's that Denver game, so we talked about that. On the other side, when does Noah decide to pull the trigger on playing Jordan Love? He has had great week after great week after great week, and I know Lamar put up a good week last week, but he has been extremely inconsistent thus far, and it doesn't make any sense to just keep having him sit away on your bench like that.
I agree.
Like, especially with how big brain you've been about having Jordan Love, it's got to suck watching him put up numbers on your bench.
I think you play Jordan Love. If you have Jordan Love and you feel comfortable running that risk,
I'd try and move Lamar and play Jordan Love.
Because all the holes that we've identified, he can play Jordan Love instead of Lamar Jackson and get the same amount of points.
Yeah, exactly. The next matchup would be Blow My Wad versus Jerry's Glory Hole. Just a good old comfest there. So we'll watch that one. Two very bad teams slugging it out. Then we've got the Taco Bye for Bayou Bandit playing the Jeffersons, who are 0-2. We've got Dick 'em Down Dollar going to go beat down the shit in the pits. And then we've got Password is Taco playing So Big It Hurts.
Ooh,
and
Kyron
So Big It
with
Hurts
a big
is
gain.
a very, very close projected matchup. Kyron, big one, looks like it's coming back.
Oh, no. No, it says fourth down.
That ball was off. Oh, no, that's real close. Yeah, he's down.
Oh, yeah.
It's so close, though. You can't really tell if the knee compresses or not. What is that? What does that mean? When they're going upstairs? Does that mean pump up the jam?
Yeah.
No, just let them punt it. They're not
raise
going to
the roof. Raise the roof.
They can't. They called it back. They called Kyron's thing back.
I know. So team is the Pits.
I think I did all of them after that. Team is Pits, and then Password is Taco versus So Big It Hurts. That's going to be a close matchup. We're projected to be 1 point difference so far. We're the closest one.
You got the
That's the real matchup to watch.
Yeah.
Everyone else that's 2-0 is playing bad teams. I'm playing a 2-1 team. The 2-1 teams will be playing bad teams. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting week.
I'm just hoping to pull off a streak here.
Why would you do that?
Because I want to. You win one game.
No, why would you pull off one? Not why would you want that? I
Because
know
the
why
2-game
you
winning
want
streak
it.
is still a 2-game winning streak.
No, how are you going to make that happen?
Oh,
You got to beat
okay.
the champ. You know he's about to make a bunch of moves. He's about to cash out his fab. He's about to make a bunch of trades. He's going to call all his bookies and go, all right, I'm losing. I can't lose this league. Who are the real down low people that like your dirtiest, grimiest gamblers are betting on? Tell me who, because that's who I'm picking up, and that's what he's going to do. And then he's going to come back and he's going to beat us.
You're telling me he's been in Japan for the Little League World Series every year.
Oh,
Just
I'm telling you that the Korean Baseball League knows all about Robe Martinez. KBO knows all about Robe.
Division III sports know everything about him.
NAIA women's flag football, they know.
Concordia University, they've heard of Robe Martinez.
He's got his scouts out there. Don't worry about it.
Who looks good? Number 23. Is he? Yeah, he was supposed to go to Nebraska, but he ended up at Concordia because of his grades. All right, that's it. We're putting a brick a brick on Concordia.
That shit's funny. Damn, that's crazy though. That we have 3-0-3 teams, 3-3-1 teams.
Yeah, there's a. You're lucky to be 1-1 in this league right now. Like whoever is 1-1, whether they win or lose this week, they're lucky to be 1-1 because it's tough. I mean, it's always tough this year, but every year. But Nate
being
coming
in
out
that
strong.
Vikings position, that 0-3 is real down bad.
We weren't going to talk about that, Jordan.
No, we weren't talking about the game. We could talk about how they're 0-3. That's reality. Can't hide that.
Those are different things. Got it. Okay.
They are. That specific game, man. It's a rough one. But
dude, Mixon, what is it? Get back to the line of scrimmage at least, buddy.
Dude, I think the Rams win this game.
I agree. So I don't know if you've
has Puka been silent in the second half? Sorry, you can ask me.
No, you're
question.
fine.
I'll
I
look
don't
at
know.
my
I haven't
notes
seen
to
him
see
get
if
the ball.
Puka was
To be
silent in the
honest,
second half. What was your question?
No, who is
Puka's had one target in the second half.
Can you name me a football player that you did not like during their playing career, but you have now really, really enjoyed watching their after, their whether it's a commentary
AJ
career.
Hawk.
Really?
AJ Hawk, as a child, ruined my life for many, many years.
Okay.
As a young boy growing up in the cold state of Minnesota, Packers linebackers are pieces of shit that make your life misery.
So you hate Clay Matthews.
And for a long time I did.
Okay.
For a
BJ
long time
Raji?
I did. Go fuck himself. Today I don't like BJ Raji. You know why?
Okay.
He never got that Packer stink off of him.
Mm-hmm. Ha Clinton Dix.
It's trash. Didn't care.
Alrighty.
Like I said, it was AJ Hawk and Clay Matthews really got to me. AJ Hawk was a fucking bad motherfucker when he played. So he definitely was the one that, now that he's retired, I can deal with more. Who for you? Is it Romo? Is that the one?
No. Steve Smith Sr.
Really? You didn't like
I
Steve
didn't.
Smith
I
Sr.?
didn't really like Steve Smith Sr. when he was playing. Like, I understood that he was great
That's
and
a
I liked
bias
him.
thing. I think you just were like, no, I like the other Steve Smith. So you're just being a contrarian.
No, I knew the other Steve Smith was nowhere as good as
I
Steve Smith
like giant
Sr.
Steve Smith, so fuck Steve Smith Sr.
No, what it was is I was like, why is he so good? I couldn't figure out, like, again, as a young child, I was like, why is he so good? Well, I don't understand why he's good. And now I see him do his like
Why is that
YouTube
little guy
videos.
so good?
Yeah, now I see him do YouTube videos of the NFL, and I'm like, I like you, man.
Mm,
You're good. You're a funny guy.
yeah, that's fair.
Like, the one that kills me is the video of him. It was during Hard Knocks when it's DJ Moore.
Hmm.
He's like, I
Oh
got
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy, DJ Moore. Do you think I should
I'm
start him
not
this
gonna
week?
play him. That
Like,
was so funny. Like, I love the rapport that he had with Cam because he had played so many years with Cam, so it was great.
hmm
That video's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. And Cam's like, should I play? He's like, yeah, you should. He's like,
Yo,
no,
who's this dude in the unzipped jacket right
oh, I
there on
don't
the
know. With
sideline?
a with his
He
like
looks
taco
stoned
meat.
as fuck. Yeah, dog.
Oh.
19-9. That's not too bad. A lot of fucking field goals. Who had fucking Cade McPherson? Jesus.
I don't.
Is he rostered in our league?
Can tell you in just a second.
Nope. It's Evan
Wow.
McPherson. Dipshit. Not Cade. I'm an idiot. 18 points so far. The three top kickers this week are not rostered. Matt Gay, Evan McPherson, Jason Myers.
No, you said Myers is rostered.
Not in our league. That was my
Oh.
dynasty league that I was
Oh,
telling you
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
That's the
Wow. That's
4,
funny.
the 8, and oh, he's not even. Damn. McPherson's the 32. And a 32 on the year.
I mean, Tyler Bass keeps kicking him, so I'm happy with it.
Tyler Bass is the 3 on the year.
Nice. Tutu Atwell.
Joaquin's kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is currently the 2 on the year, and he was unrostered until this week.
Elliott had another series. Had another very good night.
Yeah, he did. That's crazy. I avoided him because I was like, well, they're going to score a lot of touchdowns. They do
Mm-hmm.
that push, so they'll probably go for 2 a lot. And then I thought, and then kicking outside at the link, that's got to suck. Like, that
Do
can't
you
help
think that
kicks.
should be unallowed? Like, do
No,
you really
no,
think?
that's fine.
I don't think so.
I think
Right? Like,
anyone complaining is a pussy, and they should run the play themselves. Like,
yeah,
this, it's so stupid. If you have a problem with it, do it yourself until they take it out.
yeah,
Like, if it's that cheese, then do it.
yeah,
If you
totally.
can't, then it's not that it shouldn't be allowed, it's that they're that much better at it than you guys are. Like,
L-
it shouldn't be problematic. It,
Like, what other
it will
quarterbacks
become problematic.
can make that play? Justin Herbert.
Every quarterback could make that play.
Mm,
Every quarterback could. They don't. They don't call it. They don't do it. Tom Brady's best play, like a lot of people, football heads, will tell you the best thing that he was good at was QB sneak.
he was very good at it.
When I was in high school, our QB sneak play, the call was Brady because he was that good at it. Like, if you can do it with Tom Brady, you can do it with any quarterback.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it should be like they should change the rule for it. I think it's like, okay, stop it then. Like, if you're gonna complain it, then stop it.
What do you like? Do you allow people to go high on it or something? Do you allow helmets on that?
Mm-hmm.
If they line up and they push them, are you allowed to helmet at that point?
Mm-hmm.
That should be the rule change to try and prevent it. So that way you can have safeties just diving over the top at the quarterback.
Or you do what like you were allowed to do in like Madden
Yeah, when you have
07.
fucking like Palomalu jump the line, right?
Yeah, or you just turn off penalties and you're just sitting in the
Oh,
backfield.
fuck. Yeah. I put up a 40-point lead in Madden the other day, and somebody tried
Oof.
doing that on the kickoffs because they were mad, or on the PATs.
Hmm.
You get that yet?
The penalty?
Madden.
Oh no, but I've been. Yeah, I mean, I have. I just don't play it as much.
Play. Just avoiding.
Hmm. The jump from like all pro to pro is just so gigantic in that game.
Oh, yeah, it's a big jump.
It's a huge jump.
The
Like
jump from
like
all
throws
pro
that
to,
I'm comfortable doing on
dude, the
pro.
passing controls in that whole game are very hard.
Hmm.
Like, the best thing you could do is go as hard as you possibly can and just try and go down from there because
Yeah. What
it
I did
makes it
was
much easier.
so I did a superstar and I got drafted by the
Hmm.
Jets,
Hmm.
and like I'm just sitting there going, I had an all pro and I couldn't win. I couldn't win a damn game.
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm so
Cool.
horseshit that I can't win. And then I put it to pro and I started winning, but it was still hard.
Fuck yeah.
Like I had to
Yeah,
beat
that
the
game's hard.
Chiefs 38-41 in order to beat them on pro.
I feel like you don't get a lot of AI help in that game either, like at all.
No.
Like
That's
you're
that's the part that pisses me off
you
about
feel
like
really user everybody, and if
mhm,
you're doing that in franchise mode, that defeats the whole purpose in my opinion. Or
yeah.
in superstar mode, that kind of defeats the whole purpose
Because like
to me.
if you're running a drag and I dump it off to you in front of me, like I want you to turn it up upfield because that's why I'm giving it to you. But no,
Yep.
they run to the edge and then and I'm like, well, now you just took off six
Yeah,
yards
we
of
just
open
wasted
field.
all that yardage.
Yeah,
Yep. Bullshit.
and then running the ball if you're a quarterback is the stupidest thing in the world because it's either he goes for 10 yards or he goes for one. There's
Yep.
no in between. Like it's not. It's never. I never have a 2nd and 5 when I hand off the ball.
No, never. In superstar mode, anyway.
Yeah.
Damn. 144 in the first, 115 in the second. 269.
They've somehow managed to not let Joe Burrow get murdered out there. Like
I
he's
don't
been
know
getting
how.
hit, but he hasn't been getting murdered.
I mean, keep the ball out of his hands as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
Like they've been feeding Mixon, especially once they got the lead.
Mm-hmm. You like the white jerseys? I like the white jerseys.
I love the white jersey, especially with the white helmet.
Yeah.
I think that's super clean.
It wouldn't have
Especially
made
like if
sense
I
if
was a
they wore
player, I would have
orange.
loved that.
Yeah.
I almost feel like the jersey number should be orange.
Yeah. Maybe orange with a black outline. Like just change that up.
Hmm.
No.
They probably didn't because it would look too much like that the Niners one. Because isn't the Niners all whites with the red numbers?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks just like that. All right, everybody, come trade for Keenan Allen.
He's available.
He is. I'm gonna have to put all my faith in Quentin Johnston. So come get Keenan. The only person that's not
Uh,
allowed to have him is Joaquin.
when do you go to Arizona to go watch the Falcons?
Uh oh yeah, I don't know if anyone in the league knows except for you and Noah. But Noah hooked it up. I got tickets to go see Atlanta versus Arizona in Arizona. I think that's week 7 or 8 though.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's in November. Yeah. That'll be sick. I'm excited to see Bijan.
Mm-hmm.
crazy thing is the Cardinals could be super relevant at that point because they're playing really well.
Yeah. All the Cowboys fans that I know.
Like, would you have ever thought that Josh Dobbs played this well?
I mean, he looked. That's the thing, dude. Is him and James Conner looked really good against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why
Yeah.
did everyone discount this team? But Dobbs is a smart dude, really smart guy. So
Yeah. We get it. He's a rocket scientist. We get it.
But I don't think that he should be getting this kind of play, I guess.
No, I was just saying, are we surprised he's playing so well?
Hasn't I mean
Maybe
has he had another chance?
I mean, he was with the Steelers so many times, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like he just kept getting a lot of backup opportunities all over the place and
Yeah,
never really got starting jobs. Three minutes, 34 seconds, down 10. Can Matt Stafford lead a game-winning 4-minute drill? 2 picks, 5 sacks, no touchdowns. That's How the fuck did we end up getting the Rams to play the opposite of how they've played all season and the Bengals to finally fucking start doing something?
Good question.
6 targets. There's your boy. How far behind me are you?
Couple seconds, but there you go. Nice job, Higbee. 15-yard gain.
There you go. Like 15 seconds.
There's no Madden cast today. Damn.
What's that?
Or there's no Manning cast today.
Oh, no. So Manningcast will be back week 5, I think. Might be next week, but I'm pretty sure it's week 5.
No, I think it's next week because the Giants play next week.
Do they?
Yeah, they play. Yeah, they play on Monday night. I don't know against who. I forgot.
I had it pulled up. Let me see what the schedule is. You're right. Week 4. You play the Seahawks.
Yes, that's who it is.
And then after that, we will have a Manningcast week 5. Packers at Raiders. Week 7, Niners at Vikings. Week 9, Chargers at Jets. Week 10, Broncos at Bills. Week 11, Eagles at Chiefs. Week 13, Bengals at Jags. And Week 15, Chiefs at Patriots.
You know, they should just flex that Broncos Bears game to tomorrow night at 4 a.m.
That'd be fucking amazing. They're like, you know what? We wanted to get a new market in Yugoslavia. So we rented a field in the middle of nowhere. We're going to send you guys out there to just kind of recruit fans, see what they think of the game. Because nobody here wants to watch it. The TV station gave away the right.
Chesney makes a huge hit on Fields. He's out for the game.
Oh, that's the third fan to tackle the quarterback this game.
I don't think they get the concept of line of scrimmage yet.
Yo, in all honesty, though, I'm the worst 3-0 team I've ever seen.
You say that because it's your team, buddy. I don't think so.
No, I say that because I've beaten 3 bad teams. Like, you got to think of it this way. Week 2, I played Simon, who going into the season after the draft, I told everybody on this podcast that he is the worst team in the league. And you said Ramrod, which is the other team that I beat week 1. And then this week I played Glitchy Glitch, who I have on the podcast explained how he sold right away and got rid of everything. And then that's fallen apart for him. So I've played 3 horrendously bad teams. So I'm 3-0. It's not that I'm good. Stafford's
I
sacked
mean, still,
again.
you made some trades and stuff, so
Ugh,
I don't think it's completely. Oh, come on, Matthew.
not enough. 6 sacks, dog.
Anyone play the Bengals D this weekend? Oh, is it? Oh, I thought that was a Vikings jersey. I'm like, oh, it's a Joe Burrow LSU jersey.
You imagine Joe Burrow's Viking? Man,
You'd be so happy.
man.
I don't deserve nice
Be a
things, is
different
what you
world we
always
live in.
say.
I don't. And I was a Vikings fan. I tweeted yesterday, and I think it is the most like real thing I've ever tweeted. But you ever think that your parents are bad people for raising you to love the Vikings? And I do. I do think that my parents are bad people for that. It's not a good thing to do to a child.
You had every opportunity to not.
There's 31 other options. At least 28 of them are probably pretty good. Or at least not this.
I remember growing up in Jersey, like I was like, I'm a Jets fan, and then my dad hit the shit out of me one day and was like, no, you're not.
That's the best way that story's ever been told because it never made sense, and now it does. That's the way most Dominican boys go from being Jets fans to being Giants fans, I think.
Exactly.
Actually, I have what is it called? Inca Cola. Is that good?
Hella good. Tastes like bubblegum.
Yeah?
I have some in my fridge right now.
Really?
Swear to God.
I was in Los Angeles recently and drove past a Peruvian place.
Mm-hmm.
And on
Did it look dingy?
Oh yeah.
Best place ever then.
You think?
100%. I can tell you with 100% certainty. If it is a dingy
Honestly,
Peruvian place, then yes, it's good.
It looked exactly as authentic as you're describing, and that's how I was like, this place would probably be really good if I stopped right
It
now. And
probably
that's what
smacks,
drew
yeah.
me was the Inca Cola, and it was because how faded the signs were, and I was like, the fact that they're advertising it and they're keeping those faded ones up means that that place slaps, and everyone that goes there knows that they don't give a fuck what the sign says.
Mm-hmm. Dude, like honestly, just get like I'll give you some ideas, but if you get like a lomo saltado or like just some Peruvian fried rice, bro, shit'll slap.
Fuck
Because
yeah, that
like
sounds bomb.
the thing is
I'm
that
going back
like
to LA on Wednesday, so I'm down.
perfect. Then there you go, and it'll probably cost you $11.99, maybe.
For a lot of food, probably, right?
Papa la Huancaína, fuck it up.
Ooh, I'm so down. I'm definitely gonna hit that. You gotta text me what
I will
things
send
to
you.
eat.
Yeah, I will say because if it's a Peruvian place and it doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
the things that I'm telling you, it's not. It's
Then
not
don't
legit.
even be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Puka. How funny is it that in the preseason
Nice.
podcast I told you Puka Nakua was gonna be very good, and then he has been exponentially better
Better.
than
Yeah.
anything
No.
anyone could have ever imagined.
Yeah. I think.
Get in, Kyron. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think with how good Nakua has been,
Mm-hmm.
they are literally telling Cooper Cup, "Hey, don't worry about it."
Yeah, man, that's gonna be very interesting once he's back. Is like they've never all played together, so he could just get that share.
Because if it's Puka, if it's Higby, and it's
Well, and it's Tutu.
mm-hmm.
Like Tutu has had a very good season, like a shockingly
100%,
great season that's
100%.
being hidden by how good Puka
Puka
Nakua
Nakua
has
is
been
playing, yeah.
and how well Kyron Williams has been. Like those two have just entirely shielded Tua Atwell's great season.
But like it's funny because I'm sure you heard
I say
about
Tua
this.
Atwell, Tutu.
No, you're good. It's funny because remember what came out about Stafford? He's like, I don't know how to connect with these kids. They're all
Yeah.
so much younger than me, and like it's true, but at the same time, like at the end of the day,
Touchdown
he's after
Tutu.
doing a job.
Hey, I told TY. He asked me if I had any plays today. I said Tutu Atwell touchdown.
Good play.
Wonder if
And you know Matthew Stafford is going like, all right, I'm gonna go to my BlackBerry, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Dude, AJ got robbed of 2 touchdowns. AJ Brown did. That was my other pick. Was AJ Brown probably get a touchdown? Did he get 7 catches? Because that was my alternative.
What a pretty ball by Stafford.
AJ Brown. Dude, he's a great quarterback. 9 catches. Hey, I was right.
Mm-hmm.
I said his game scared me. All that we need now is the Rams to finish this out.
Are we getting an onside kick though?
Yeah, definitely. Minute left. You're down 4.
McVay seems like the kind of guy that would like try to like pooch punt it and then like just try and go grab it.
If I was him, I would line up in an onside formation to make sure that they lined up in Hans' team and squib it deep the other way.
Squib it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and just tell all your guys, line up to fucking sprint. You put Tutu out there, you put Kyron Williams out there, and you put them in like 4-point stances.
Mm-hmm. What was your 40 time? 4.43, coach. Out there, go.
If it's above 4.35, sit on the fucking bench. That's how that works. I don't care if you play corner, quarterback, receiver. Get the fuck out there. He's got it sideways. We're going to get an onside. Yeah. You know who is the biggest fan of onside kicks I've ever seen?
Who?
Bill. Bill loves onside kicks. Like in Madden especially, he thinks it's so fun to just call an onside kick. So funny.
I think I used to be as a child. I don't think so anymore. I think they're scary now.
That's fucking hilarious.
Because there is a lot of.
I think they're exciting.
Happening. Yeah, I think they're exciting, but
in Madden, I think that there's a good method to try and get them. In real life, I think they're so fucking exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Madden, I think it's almost like unless you have a trick for it, it's stupid because it auto like clicks to things. Yeah. But in real life, I almost think you should do it every time just because the amount of chance that you're getting out of it's fucking awesome.
Well, like if you have a good defense too, like okay, give him a short field. Who cares?
Condoms just popped out of Wilcox. Looked like rings from fucking Sonic when he got hit.
Dude, that was that looked like Brett Miles playing like foot golf or some shit.
That was a terrible attempt.
It was, yeah. It went right at him. Like
he didn't get anything on that.
What's is it the longest yard where he's like, "That's my bitch"?
Yeah.
Damn it! Now we're gonna not even.
When I was in high school, we played against a team that's kicker on 2 straight weeks. Had kicked it off the front line's face mask on their regular kickoff. Mm-hmm. So he just was doing his regular kick, and he hit that front row of the kick return right off the fucking face of their face mask. So
completely by accident. Like he did not mean to do that.
Dead on accident. So the rest of the year, they ended up starting to do it on purpose. So like we had to plan on it because they started to do it on purpose at that point. He had done it entirely on accident. You can watch like the way we watch the film is like he's lightly jogging and tries to do his kick, and it fucking goes right off the kid's face mask, and they get it back, and they lose their minds. And then the following week, it just happens again where he's trying to not, like all of his other kicks are just regular, looks exactly the same.
Kicks, yeah.
Looks exactly the same, and it just goes. And those two are just low liners, and they just fucking bounced off those kids' face masks, and they got them. And then the next like 3 weeks of film, you can see he's like trying really hard to keep it low and hit it off that kid's mask because he knows he can do it at that point.
That's one of those things where like I can't do it if I'm trying.
No, me neither. But if you did one time, you would always be trying after that, right? Yeah. Like That would make me want to. That's Burrow's first win. That sucks. Watch them put him on IR after that. They're like, all right, we got one win. Joe, go rest that leg.
Yeah.
Damn. Rams are a very good 1-2 team.
Mm-hmm.
I did not expect
Agreed.
that. All right, well let's get to the finals really quick since all those scores are about to be official.
Oh yeah.
Even though we went through them before, we will go through it now with final scores. We'll start at the bottom. We've got Bayou Bandit beating four-time champ 124.88 to 93.64. You want to get into Joaquin's matchup?
Yeah, sure. So Joaquin, so big it hurts, 137.56. He's going to beat Field of Dreams, Paul, 125.16. I think you got the other one.
Yep. So the next one there I'll go with is we've got the Jeffersons losing 128.62 to, and that's Ramrod Toto losing to Simon. This team is the Pits 131.80, so a 3-point loss there. That's tough.
Yeah. I will go with Dickum Down Dollar, 188.88. How beautiful, to 109.88 for biracial Batman. He's going to take the L there.
79-point loss. That is fucking brutal.
Could have been worse too, remember.
Oh yeah, that could have been way worse. That could have been a 100-point loss easily.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, then I will get into yours. You ended up pulling off the dub. You got that 146.42, beating Bill 119.86. He was just dog shit. 0-3.
Man, I'm pretty happy that I have the third most points in the league this week, behind you and Dickum Down Dollar.
Hey man, the biggest thing is that week 1 and 2, you had one-score losses. That was real close, both those games. You had competitive things. You were better than a lot of teams in the league that week. You're the best 1-2 team. I think your 1-2 team might be better than some of the 2-1 teams. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. That's what the word on the street is.
A lot of people are saying it. People are
Don't
saying
know
it.
who,
A lot of people are saying it. Don't know who. A lot of people are saying
it. Last one.
Very good team, huge team, big team. A lot of people. A lot of people are saying you're a good team.
Yours is going to be 161.36. You're going to be Blow My Waddle 138.04 for Glitchy Blow My Waddle. So, yeah, that's you'll go to 3-0. Ty will go 3-0. I'll go to 1-2. Good week. We got a what is it? We got a Thursday game. Detroit is playing somebody. Who are they playing?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Yep. And then no more double Monday nights, if I'm not mistaken. I think we just get one game for the rest of the
year. That's the only one?
We only have one. Yeah.
I think there might be 2 or 3 more.
Oh, really? There's more? Oh, dang. Never mind then.
There's a handful.
I know this week and last week were double Monday nights. I thought that was it.
Yep.
Crazy.
I think McAfee had said that there's going to be a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Before we get out of here, we'll see what that Monday night schedule is.
Maybe towards the end of the season, right? I would assume.
Check.
Because then we start getting into Saturday.
Yeah, so week 14, we have 2, and that's on 12/11. So 12/11, we have that's the only other one. So there's 3 total. So week 2, week 3, and week 14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the last 2 weeks. Oh, never mind. No, they do. Sometimes they do Monday night games on week 18, right? Not all the time, but
I don't know. I think we've only had week 18 twice. I don't know if they have. But week 14, the next time that we have 2 is it'll be Titans at Miami and Green Bay at Giants.
Woo!
So you'll be that second team. So maybe we simulcast that one.
Yeah, let's do it.
So maybe we'll have another one before that, but locked in, we got a week 14 simulcast.
For sure.
All right, well, let's get out of here. It was a good podcast. Nice to see some football, and we both got dubs. Even though our football
Hey,
teams, our real teams, suck dick.
you know, my 1-2, the Giants, 1-2 fantasy
At least
football
you got to
team
win.
feels good.
At least you got to win.
At least
Well,
Oregon beat
guys,
the hell out of Colorado. So,
hell yeah, man. Well, guys, go fuck yourselves. Have a good week. We'll see you.
bye.
And stream.